Hey guys, what's up? It's Fern. Welcome back to another Planty video. Thank you so much for joining me today for some plant updates for the month of June. We are going to be walking through my whole collection of however many freaking plants I have now, like 200 and something. I'm going to be giving you the good, the bad, the ugly, the updates that have been going on over the past month. I've definitely been going through I don't even know what I would call it, a little bit of a plant care slump, if you will. I'm feeling like I have a lot to do, and I've definitely been just kind of spreading my energy over multiple different things, so I haven't had as much time to focus on my plants, but I'm going to be changing that soon. I actually have a ton of plant chores content coming up for y'all, actually a little surprise in store. So I can't wait to share that with you within the next couple of weeks. We need to get this collection back, looking good. But even when things aren't amazing and everything is not, all my chores aren't up to date and everything, even when my collection is not looking its best, I still like to, of course, show you guys, let you know what's going on, keep it real, if you will. So that's what we're gonna be doing today. Something that is gonna help me power through all of the plant chores that I have to do is a good night's sleep, which brings me to today's sponsor, Helix Sleep. Now, y'all might remember last year when I got my Helix mattress. I'm going to be giving you an update, and spoiler alert, it is a very positive one. Also, my bedroom is looking very cute. I feel like I need to give y'all a kind of like updated mini tour sometime soon. Okay, so if you're not familiar with Helix Sleep, they offer premium mattresses that are customized to fit your needs, and they ship straight to your door, which is a blessing because figuring out how to transport furniture is actually the worst. This mattress came to me conveniently rolled up in a box. All I had to do was pop it on the bed frame, unroll it, and then it worked its magic and puffed right up. Like I said, Helix actually matches you up to your perfect mattress based on things like your sleeping preferences and your body type, which makes so much sense because with something as personal as sleeping, it's just not a one-size-fits-all thing. As much as I wish I was a back sleeper, I am indeed a side sleeper, and I prefer a medium firm mattress, so Helix matched me up to the Midnight Luxe, and honestly they nailed it because I love this mattress so much. It's very soft because of the plush pillow top, but it still maintains that support. A big problem that we've had in the past with mattresses was them just wearing out super quickly, and then you get the dip in them, and then one of us, me, gets sucked into the void of that dip. But I'm glad to say that Helix has perfectly maintained its shape. It's so incredibly comfortable to sleep in and to lounge in. I'm always reading in bed, even working in bed sometimes, which I know I'm not supposed to be doing. This is just by far the best mattress I've ever had. I used to always wake up with a sore shoulder because, like I said, I'm a side sleeper, but that literally doesn't happen at all with this mattress. Even the side, just sitting on it, like, it's still supportive. You know how some mattresses are just kind of like bleh when you sit on the side? Anyways, I could go on forever, but I don't need to because Helix actually offers a 100-night sleep trial, so you can try out a mattress yourself risk-free. Something that I personally think is really important when you're investing in furniture pieces is making sure that you have warranty, and Helix offers a 10-year warranty, which is amazing, so I love that they check that box as well. They also offer financing options and flexible payment plans. So if you're in the market for a new mattress, upgrading your sleep, I highly recommend that you check out Helix. I can't recommend them enough, and whenever we need to buy our next mattress, I'll definitely be going back to them. It's the perfect time to check them out as well because they're currently running their 4th of July sale, so you can get 30% off their Elite or Luxe mattresses as well as 2 free pillows, or you can just get 25% off their whole website. So definitely go check it out, and thank you so much to Helix for partnering with me on today's video. Okay, so we're gonna start here in my living room, which is looking very full up with plants right now, and for the most part, they're doing pretty okay. Everyone out here is doing pretty well, I would say. So my big gals over here, the Florida Ghost, the Thai, and the Tortum are all doing very well. The Ghost is growing like crazy. Thai is just kind of stabilized. I think that it is just really needing a repot, and then it will start growing again, so I'm going to be doing that probably next week. And then the Philodendron Tortum is one that I'm actually thinking about selling, which is kind of sad to say because I've had this for a long time now, years, and it's big and beautiful. But now that I have the Philodendron polypodioides, I think that I want to try growing that one out instead, just for, I don't know, just to try something different. I don't really think that I have space for both of them, and since they are kind of like a similar vibe, Yeah, they're very similar looking plants, and I just don't really have space for both of them, sadly. So I am thinking about selling that one. So yeah, kind of sad to say, but I'm sure that it would be loved in someone else's home. So yeah, we'll kind of see what happens with that. Over here, on top of the Mills bow, another sad story. Somebody is missing on here. Can you tell who it is? Miss Calathea Warshawixii, RIP. She finally croaked on me, which is, I honestly am kind of surprised because that plant had tried to croak on me so many times and it had just never succeeded. But yeah, she done it. She's gone. She basically rotted, and I tried to save her and reroot her, but it just wasn't working. So unfortunately, she is not with us any longer, which yeah, I am quite sad about because that was one of my all-time favorite plants. But fret not, because I will be replacing her. Literally the next Calathea Warshawixii, the next, like, you know, decent looking one that I come across in a plant store, I will be purchasing and will be trying again. And I feel like, you know, all of the experience that I've had with that plant just keeps teaching me more and more, so we're gonna figure it out eventually. So yeah, now I just have some anthurium up here, my vanilla orchid, which I'm thinking I'm gonna put in this cabinet. I just need to make space. That poor Clarinervium has spider mites, so she's in treatment for that. Okay, let's look inside the cabinet. I feel like there is, oh my gosh, no. My Alocasia and Toro Velvet is covered in spider mites. I literally don't know how I didn't notice that before. I've been looking in this cabinet so much lately. It's like covered, you guys. Oh my gosh, the spider mites are coming out to party this week. What the heck? Do you see that? Oh my gosh, that is like so bad. So bad. Oh, look at the webbing on my what even is that? One of my Hoya vines? Oh my gosh. Okay, great. So I guess that's what I'm going to be doing is spider mite treatment. Fun times. I've literally just spent the past 2 days spraying down all of the plants on my Vitsto shelf, which you'll see that video next week. And now I'm going to have to pest treat this whole entire cabinet as well. Okay, not exactly what I wanted to find when I opened this up. So this cabinet in general is, it's looking a little rough just because there are some yellow plants in here, and those are, the yellow leaves are mostly plants that I was trying to rehab, so some anthurium, which have rooted. I'm basically just waiting for new leaves. And then this Hoya cystiantha, which I don't think she's gonna make it. I officially don't think so. There is just nothing going on here, and I don't really see new root growth or anything, so honestly I'm probably just going to be replacing this plant. I really do like it and I really do want one, so I will be repurchasing that. This cabinet is very overfilled. It's very cluttered. This begonia needs to come out. It's just getting way too bushy. Just in general, I need to go through and just reorganize and take things out because it's just a little bit chaotic. But I'm gonna pull out some plants to show you them specifically, just ones that have exciting updates. Okay, so the first one I'm gonna show you is my Alocasia Pink Dragon Aurea variegated. Now, I've had this for a while. It came to me as a corm, and it sprouted out a beautiful leaf very similar to this, and then it dried out too much a couple of times and I lost the leaf, which I was quite upset about because I really do love this Alocasia so much and I want to see it grow. But I could see that the roots were still healthy, so I just kept watering the moss, and eventually it popped out this leaf. So I'm so glad that she is back in action, and I've really been trying hard to just make sure that this is staying moist so that she's not gonna croak on me again. But yeah, so cute. Okay, so this next one is very exciting. This is my variegated Syngonium Chia Pence, and it came to me with this stunning leaf. And what else? I think this one as well. And then shortly after arriving, it gave me this one, which is kind of wonky because it was an import and it was acclimating and everything, so that wasn't too surprising. But I had those 3 leaves for so long, like several months, and then it popped out this one and it's completely white. So I was like, oh dear. You can see this is just like edema from watering. Obviously like a very sensitive leaf since there's no chlorophyll. But yeah, popped out that one. So I was kind of like, oh shoot, is this thing just gonna completely go white on me? Like, what's going on? And now, y'all, we have a new leaf. It's still unfurling, but look at this. Oh my goodness, how stunning is that? Like, the variegated Shea Pence leaf of my dreams. It's so beautiful. So I'm so happy with that. It's beautifully variegated, has enough green on it to sustain the leaf and sustain the plant, but still a lot of white. It's just so perfect. So yeah, I've been really excited to update you guys on that one. Okay, another exciting little alocasia update. This is my Zebrina reticulata, and I was having so much trouble getting this to grow. It came to me as a corm again, and it just wouldn't get past one leaf, and it never really had a healthy looking, even singular leaf on it. But then it gave me this, which is stunning. I think that this does have spider mites as well, so yeah, definitely going to be spraying down all the plants in here. Maybe this was not the best place to start because we have yellow leaves, we have a brand new big spider mite outbreak. Yeah, it can only go up from here, I guess, right? But even though this is the case, there's still so many good and exciting things happening in this cabinet, so that's just how it is. You have to take the bad with the good, I suppose. Okay, so yes, this is the Zebrina reticulata, which I'm obsessed with, and we have a new leaf on her. Look at that. So cute, looks super healthy despite living among the spider mite issue that is happening in here, apparently. My Hoya Kalimantan, which I was experimenting with a new type of self-watering pot setup. This is a clear self-watering pot from Houseplant Essentials. It's doing really well. I've had lots of new leaves come in. There's one coming in right there, and then we have more baby ones coming in. This is the vine. I think, is this the Hoya that? Yeah, this is, no, wait, which Hoya is that? I don't even want to touch it. Which Hoya is this coming from? Oh my gosh, no, it's coming from my Incrusata. Oh, the poor thing. The poor thing. Okay, I'll get y'all all fixed up, don't worry. Back here, I have two of my Cartel Dun anthuriums that were having a lot of trouble rooting. I honestly don't know if I'll be able to save these ones, but I'm hoping that I will. But the rest of them have all rooted and actually put out new leaves. So despite the import leaves looking like this, we have roots and new growth starting. I don't know if you can see that tiny leaf coming out right there. Same with this one. We finally have like the first leaves on these. Some of my newer plants from the trade. The poor things got tossed in this cabinet before I even realized it was infested with spider mites. But this variegated micans has perked up so well. Like, it looks gorgeous. That pink variegation. Yeah, it's looking really, really good. Is this a new leaf? I think this literally has come out since I put it in here. We also have a new leaf on my Philodendron Burlmarks Fantasy. I basically beheaded my Burlmarks Fantasy a few months ago and just took off the very top pole, and it was actually hardly even rooted into the pole. But I was just kind of frustrated with this plant, and I was like, you know what? You're either gonna sink or swim. You're gonna make it or you're not gonna make it. And it made it. It literally rooted into the pole super fast. It's not even in a pot. Like, it's literally still just a chunk of pole, but it's doing really well, honestly living its best life in here. And now we have this brand new leaf, which looks like flawless, so that's pretty cool. Okay, moving on from that whole situation over to this little cozy corner right here. I love this little section of plants. Some of my favorite plants are here. Also, I just want to check on this forgetti eye. This one has spider mites too. Why do all these plants in this area literally have spider mites? What is going on here? Okay, well, whatever. It could be worse. It could be thrips. So yeah, over here, like I said, some of my faves. Everyone's looking quite good. We repotted my Siningia recently, and yeah, he's not in his prime right now. He's kind of, you know, ending his bloom cycle here, and just looking a little wonky. And in the video where I repotted him, somebody commented that they can tend to just start looking like this once they bloom because that takes so much energy, like the wonkiness of the leaves, I mean, the like kind of waviness, because he didn't look like that before. So someone commented that can just happen to them once they bloom, which makes a lot of sense. So I think that he's fine. I think that he's healthy, and yeah, he's pretty much just been the same since we repotted him, so I'm taking that as a good thing. My Hoya Croniana Super Silver is in bloom, which it often is, but I could smell these this morning. They are way down here. She's getting so long now. Look at this. It's crazy. But here's the ones that are open. So pretty. Look at those cuties. Oh, I'm obsessed. So, so pretty. They smell very floral. We also have a brand new leaf on my Alocasia Dragon's Breath, and it's this one right here. Look at that. Oh my goodness. I just can't with this Alocasia. This is definitely one of my top favorite, not only Alocasia, but just plants in general. Like, oh my gosh, it's literally perfect. I love it so much. Like, yeah, this plant honestly just blows my mind, and it's so easygoing as well. Down here we have my Gisenia pothos, which is actually really starting to climb now, so that's pretty cool. I did get some browning on this plant, which I was you guys, I was kind of freaking out when I saw her browning, because I was like, no. And it's kind of ironic because I've always said, like, I have so many issues with my Monstera aurea browning that the Gisenia is kind of like replacing that plant for me, because I want this beautiful yellow variegation but without browning, and this one started browning. I was like, what the heck? I don't know what it is with aurea variegation, but I have way more issues with aurea than with albo. So I don't know what that's about, but it didn't seem to continue. Like, it only happened on a couple of leaves down here, and it hasn't happened again. So I think that she's fine, but yeah, she's starting to look gorgeous. Like, look at that. It's a pretty decent sized leaf. And yes, you can see something very exciting behind her there, so I guess we'll talk about that next. So right here we have my beautiful Hoya Wyetii, which I've had for a really long time. I've talked about this plant a lot recently, both on my channel and on my Instagram, because I've really been I've had it for a long time, but I've never given it the best care. But over the past year, I've been giving it a lot better care because I found out that the blooms are super stunning. So I was like, okay, I need to get her to bloom. And y'all, it worked. It's finally happened for me here. Now, I'm not even kidding. These might be my favorite Hoya blooms that I've ever had of any of the Hoya in my collection that have bloomed. Oh my gosh, they're so dewy right now, but look at these. Look at that fuzziness. Oh my goodness. These have been open for quite a while now, like 4 days. Oh my goodness, I hope that the camera is picking this up, but yeah, they're so cool. They have like the fuzzy tops, which is one of my favorite things in Hoya blooms, and of course they're this stunning pink color. So yeah, just like perfect. I'll insert footage from my phone if this isn't picking up well. Maybe I'll bring it up here to more light. I just want to make sure that you guys can see just how incredible these are. Look at that. Oh my goodness. They're just immaculate. Good size too. They just look so cute, like hanging off of her. Okay, I don't want to disturb them too much. There we go. So cute. I wish they weren't like hidden down there. I need to hang her in the window or something so that I can appreciate that more. But as you can see here as well, we also have a second peduncle that has started coming in. So, oh my goodness, that just made my day when I saw that. Yeah, I'm obsessed with her. This went from being a Hoya that was just kind of like a filler Hoya, like I always just kind of had it, to literally becoming one of my favorite Hoya ever. So yeah, shout out to her. Speaking of blooms, I just noticed how many freaking peduncles are coming in on my variegated Hoya Bella. They're everywhere. Do you see that one right there? 1, 2, 3. 2 on different stages. Look, that one's like literally gonna open sometime soon. Oh my gosh.
Sorry, honey.
No, it's okay. I'm yelling about the flowers. Oh my gosh. This one is literally gonna open soon too. Okay, so what are we at? 4? That one didn't make it. Oh no, that's probably the one that was blooming before. Okay, so 4, 5. Oh, you guys, this plant is literally gonna be immaculate. 6. Oh my goodness. I'm shook. I'm shook. 7, 8, 9. I don't know if you can see it's getting backlit. That's 9. I could even be missing some. It's hard to hold the camera and look. 10. Oh my gosh, you guys, within the next couple of weeks. 11. Within the next couple of weeks, there's like a tiny baby one coming in there. We could count for 12. Oh my goodness, I literally am gonna water her right now. I'm so concerned about these. We'll give her some Super Thrive water because I have that right here. Drink up. I need to repot her soon too, but I'm gonna wait until after she blooms because I do not want to disturb those. Oh my gosh, my arm hurts from holding the camera up that high. So we've just missed out on all of the blooms on my Hoya Wooliniana. I can insert some footage from Insta, but she had like 12. This one is, oh, it's like just finishing. But she had 12 of these clusters of flowers. She was covered, and she does that like I would say every couple months. She'll go through her bloom cycle where she'll just have like, yeah, a million blooms on her, and it's so stunning. Oh my god. Are you guys seeing this? Oh my god, it's not focusing. Oh my god. Do you know who this is on? Do you know who this is on? I'm gonna cry. I'm literally tearing up right now. If you're a longtime viewer, you know how special this is. I don't even know if this is gonna come to fruition. Oh my gosh, it's so hard to show you with the backlight. Okay, this is my Crimson Queen. I don't know if this is gonna come to fruition, but this is definitely the like juiciest peduncle I've ever. This is the only one that's gone past just like nothing basically. This is the only, I've only had 1 or 2 peduncles on her and they've never done anything. But this one looks like it's actually possibly doing something. Oh my gosh, I'm unwell. So this is what I mean. She's given me 2 peduncles that look like this, that literally just like she puts a peduncle out and then nothing happens. Like nothing sprouts out from it. But this one, as you can see, it's like doing something. Oh my gosh, I'm so shook right now. I wonder if there's any more. Can you imagine? She's gonna be due for a water soon. Actually, oh my gosh, I'm gonna take her down right now and water her because now I'm concerned. Okay, random, well not really random, but this is the fertilizer I've been using for the past like 6 weeks religiously, just because I've had this kicking around and I'm trying to use up what I have before buying something new. Like I've talked about in the past, I really want to try the Dynagrow fertilizer, and like there's just other things I want to try, but I told myself, I was like, no, you have all these random things laying around, like let's just use them up. And y'all, I swear Miracle Grow is like crack for plants. Like I don't know what to tell you, it's just the truth. I have not used just plain old Miracle Grow to water my houseplants in years now, so I didn't really know what was gonna happen, but honestly, I'm starting to think that my plants are really loving this. Because what the heck? I'm getting so many blooms. Okay, I just gave her a deep watering, so we'll see if anything happens. I will keep y'all updated. And yeah, I know that this might not actually make it. Like, don't run to the comments and tell me not to get excited. I know, but I'm gonna get excited anyways because this is the farthest we've ever come. I've never seen anything like that on her before. And I've had her for like 5 years now. It's crazy how much of the window she blocks out. It looks so naked now. Also, don't mind my work in progress garden situation on that half of the garden. I was just noticing the other day, I need to speed this up because this video is gonna be so long, but I was just noticing the other day how long this Hoya linearis is getting. Like, I swear this was not a very big piece of linearis that I put in here last fall, and now that's like a big plant. Like, oh my gosh. Anyways, let's go back over here. So we have some of my cutie little Haworthia. These are my new Haworthia babies. Obsessed with them, love them so much. They're just kind of chilling, to be honest with you. looking cute. I recently potted up my Hoya, what is this, Nicholsonier, what is this, silver dollar, silver mint coin, Lacunosa. Why am I saying Nicholsonier? Lacunosa mint coin? Yeah, I think that's right. So I recently potted this up. It was just these ones, and look at these massive, like, it's giving me these massive new leaves. This is still soft. Like, oh my gosh, they're huge. So safe to say that she's happy. Yeah, really, really stunning new growth on this one. Also, quick little update on some of my new Hoya that I got from Natasha, planted in platinum. So this is the, what is this called? Something Flores Island. UT039 Flores Island. Maybe I'll just hold it up over here. So she's actually looking stunning. Not only am I getting this gorgeous sun stress, like, are you kidding me? This is so beautiful. I think I'm going to be obsessed with this Hoya. Not only is it giving me that beautiful sun stress, but we have some really healthy roots. I was just looking at this earlier. Some really healthy roots. She's already rooted up. It's only been a few weeks, so that's cool. She's honestly living her best life. And then beside her, we have the Hoya mirabilis cutting that's also rooting up for me. Actually, I can't see any roots, but she still looks good, so I'm not going to disturb her. I'm just going to wait until I can see them on the outside of the cup. Obsessed with both of these Hoya. Love these dark leaves. They both have stunning blooms as well, so really, really excited about these. Ooh, my air plants are kind of looking cutie. This one is looking so weird. I think this is like a new part. Okay, let's just chat about air plants for a second. This is actually looking really pretty. It has like almost a purple tinge to it right now. So these air plants came from my boyfriend's house. Or did they both? Or did just this one? I don't remember. Have I always had this? Did I have this one at my last place? Somebody let me know. I don't remember, but I feel like somebody will know. Anyways, my boyfriend has always had like a couple of air plants, this one for sure, and they've always bloomed for him, and they put out these stunning blooms, which is something that I really love about them. But they've literally, I've never had one bloom in my care. So it's so ironic. I'm like, these must, actually I think he was pretty religious about watering them. I don't know what his secret was, but yeah, these do not ever bloom for me. I wish they would. Anyways, I saw a really cool DIY the other day of these being mounted onto a piece of driftwood, and it looked so gorgeous. So I'm thinking I might try that. I kind of want to order a couple more air plants. I literally was filling up a cart the other day, picking some out, but then I didn't let myself check out because I'm trying to do this thing right now where I'm not allowed to buy new plants until I actually feel like I'm caught up with and like on top of the care of all of my current plants, which clearly is not the case, especially now that we have this new spider mite outbreak. So gonna be a while before I am ordering that. I also the other day filled up a whole cart full of carnivorous plants. I wanted some new like pings and to try out some Drosera and stuff like that, but then I was like, no, you know what, I haven't even potted up my current pings, like I just can't allow myself to do that. Also almost purchased a wishlist philodendron the other day as well, but I didn't. So apparently my self-control has been good lately, but yeah, I'm really trying to be strict with myself. I just really want to put my energy into all the plants that I have currently. Anyways, air plants are doing super well, super cute, and maybe I'll be trying that driftwood DIY thing with some of them soon. I do kind of like how they look in this vase too. Like this is just kind of cute. I'll link the DIY that I'm talking about in the description box because there's a reel on Insta that you can go watch. Okay, right here we have my Polynera Broguette or whatever, Broguette, and I'm just going to give her a little bit of water here. This one loves to dry out on me all the time. I need to repot her soon. I did also take a cutting from her because this just wasn't looking good. So, and look at all the Hoya flowers. This is what happens. This is the downside of having flowering Hoya, and I already vacuumed a bunch of them off the floor this morning, but I haven't cleaned the windowsill yet. So yeah, I'm exposing my nasty Hoya, dried Hoya flower windowsill. Anyways, I took this cutting off because these leaves just weren't looking good, but it actually rooted up. So I need to repot this plant soon and add in those cuttings back into the main plant here. Look at this stunning variegation that we're getting though. Like, yeah, she's Gorgina. I think she was getting a little bit bleached just from being so close to the south window, but yeah, she's still cute. I love this plant so much. Hoya chicken farm here, which is reduced to these cuttings because it was so infested with mealybugs. It's actually rooting though, if you can see in there, so that's good because I still want to keep this in my collection. I love this Hoya, it's one of my favorites. And as you can see, we have more Hoya blooms down here. That is from Miss Multiflora right here. Yeah, this is another one that if there's one thing about her, it's that she will be making a mess. She will be making a mess, but she's beautiful. I wish that she was in like proper bloom right now so that you could see some of her flowers, but it looks like she has dropped them all now. We do have some new growth coming in. I had this Hoya living in the office for a while, but I just found that I kept forgetting about it in there, so I moved her back out here, and just so that I could enjoy her more because I do love her flowers. Okay, and then down here we have these stunning alocasia. I've been loving having these alocasia here. Unfortunately, I'm gonna be losing this space soon. You'll see why in the future. But yeah, they have been loving just being next to this window. Like, look at my Michelitziana. She's honestly living her best life, and I better get her sprayed down to prevent the spider mites from coming over to her. I'm honestly kind of surprised that she's not covered already. Oh, I do see some webbing down on these lower leaves. Yep, I knew it. I knew they would come for her if they're around here. Anyways, that's fine. She gets spider mites a lot. I'll just treat her. We do have a new stunning leaf coming in. Look at that. It looks like it's gonna be a nice big one. So gorge. Like, oh, I just love her. I'm glad I didn't get rid of her because I was low-key considering getting rid of her just to keep the variegated version, but there's just something about this dark green one, like I just love it. And then right here we have my stunning girl. This is my Alocasia odora aurea. I can't believe that I grew this from a corm. I got this as a corm at the same time that I got the Zebrina reticulata, and that one has stayed a corm for so long and it's just like such a juvenile plant. Meanwhile, this one has just absolutely taken off for me. Like, she's big, y'all. She's getting big. This is, I think, her newest leaf, and that looks beautiful. She's also just so, like, I feel like she's indestructible. Oh, I can see webbing on her too. Oh my gosh. Anyways, you literally would never know because, like I said, she's indestructible. If you want a tough alocasia, get an odora. New leaf coming in on her too. Also, quick little update on the Anthurium vitirifolium that we did the fungal treatment on. Nothing is really happening, nothing good or bad. Like, it hasn't yellowed anymore, but it also isn't growing, which I wouldn't expect it to be growing this soon after. So I guess no news is good news in this situation. Anyways, let's move on to the dining room and pray that there's not also a spider mite infestation on here, because having to treat the whole entire living room is already more than enough than I wanted to have to do this week. Okay, so the calyx is looking a little crazy, a little cluttered, and I don't really think I have too many major updates. This is I don't know if I've really shown the hardened leaf on my Crystal Mag Luxurians. It's massive, y'all. Like, massive. Definitely the biggest Anthurium leaf I've ever grown, and I'm obsessed with it. My Hoyas over here are doing fine. I really need to repot this Chingonensis because it's just getting massive and it's still just in this little doll head, so I'm gonna have to switch that out for a larger pot soon. But this Hoya should honestly win an award for longest bloom because this has been on here for weeks now and it's still like they're still on there. It's crazy. I mean, they're obviously coming to the end of their life cycle, but wow, very long lasting bloom. And we also have a new little peduncle coming in on him, so that's really cool. Very good Christmas cactus. This plant has basically been at a standstill for the past while. I'm considering moving it to under a grow light, like maybe on my Vitcho shelf or something, so I may do that. This isn't a very bright spot right here in this area, which it is kind of surprising that the Chingonensis is blooming in low light. So perhaps if you're looking for a Hoya that doesn't need to be blasted with light to bloom, this is one for you to look into. What else is going on? This is very, yeah, a little cluttered. Oh my gosh. Not me just finding all of these like nasty things happening with my plants during this video. Not sure why that vine has dried off, but it has. Begonia pullensis, my literal obsession. Looking stunning as usual. We have lots of new leaves coming in on her. Hoya New Guinea Ghost. Looking good. We repotted this. Did I do this in a video or did I? Oh my gosh, we have this whole new vine coming out back here. Look how many leaves she's putting out at once. That is crazy. Oh my. I need to move her back into high light. She was getting a bit too much light being blasted in the south-facing window. But I think that this is just not enough. I need somewhere in between because I love when she does the purple sun stressing. The begonia terrarium, I don't think there's really much to update in there. I don't think I'm gonna move everything out of the way so that we can open it up because there's just, I don't know, they look good. They've just been looking good for, they're always just looking good. I don't know what else to say. I do have a whole video on this setup if you want to see that area more in depth. Oh, and my Milano Bellata is just chilling up here because I need to find a space for it in a cabinet in one of my Mills bows is where it's gonna fit probably. I just need to do some reorganizing and figure that out. I was trying to grow this in room humidity on my Visto shelf and it's surviving, but it's just not thriving. So whoever commented and told me that this plant wasn't gonna do well in room humidity, you were right. And I will admit when I was wrong and someone else is right, okay? So, yeah, she needs to go back into high humidity, which is fine. It actually reminds me of a quote that I saw recently, which was, "In gardening, there are no mistakes, only experiments." And I love that so much, and that applies to both outdoor gardening and indoor gardening. Everything is just trial and error. We're learning as we do things, and I think that that is just such a beautiful thing about this hobby. So yeah, just keep that in mind. Don't ever be hard on yourself if something doesn't work out. You know, it's just an experiment. It's just a learning experiment, right? What is this? She's looking rough. My philodendron El Guapo looking not in his prime. We repotted this recently and I'm just waiting for new growth. I did check on the roots and they looked okay, so I'm not concerned, but yeah, I think he just needs to make his comeback. I'll be here waiting for when he's ready. Okay, and then right here we have my philodendron varicosum, which I recently extended the pole on. And that was in my, I think my last video that would have went up. We did some pole extensions and some just like maintenance, some repotting, stuff like that. So go check it out if you missed it. But yeah, we extended the pole on my varicosum and moved him over here. He used to be under a grow light, but now I've moved him in front of the window just because he's too tall to go anywhere else. He's doing incredible, unfurling this new leaf here. And then we also have another new leaf coming in and another new leaf. So 3 leaves at once. But probably the most exciting update about this plant is my new moss pool watering system, which I talked about. We set this up in that last video I was talking about, the moss pole one. And it's essentially just a plastic cup with some holes, very small holes poked in the bottom. And I am very pleased to report that this works amazingly. I'm fully obsessed. I'm going to be putting cups in all of my moss poles, my plastic like closed back ones, as well as my wire poles, because this is like the most convenient thing ever. I feel like I finally found a way to upgrade my moss pole watering, because I've said in the past, I don't like the like water bottle thing and stuff like that, or even the watering globes. Like those things just seem too finicky for me, but this is so easy because I just walked over, dumped the water in, and then could walk away. And then it just slowly absorbs and waters your moss pole. So how incredible is that? So happy with that so far. Okay, and then along this windowsill, I don't really think there's too much happening here. My pings are all just kind of chilling. I'm gonna be repotting those soon. I actually just ordered a component of the potting mix that I need to do that, so I'm just waiting for that to come, I think tomorrow. Oh wow, look at the sun stressing on my Oh no, is that a melee? Oh my gosh, I literally thought there was a melee, but that's not. Okay, thank goodness. Sometimes Hoya get like weird, you probably know what I mean if you grow Hoya, but it can almost look melee-esque on like when the new leaves are coming out. Anyways, loving that dark sun's dressing there. We have my alocasia Jacqueline here, still only 2 leaves. I'm waiting for her to grow. I'm checking on this plant all the time because I just really want to see new growth. This is in my probably top 3 alocasia. I would say that my top 3 alocasia are the Dragon's Breath, the Jacqueline, and what would the last one be? Honestly, probably the Friedeck. But I also love Dragon Scale, and especially the Variegated Dragon Scale. Gosh, it's hard to choose. Let me know what your favorite alocasia is down below in the comments. I've really been into alocasia lately. Okay, on the other side of the windowsill here, just more of my Hoya kind of settling in. We repotted a lot of these recently. Wow, new leaves coming in on these. Yeah, everyone's doing well over here. And I don't see spider mites, thank goodness. We recently repotted my fern leaf cactus in one of my last videos as well. That was a really massive repot. Huge plant, but she's doing super well settling into her new pot, so I'm really happy with that. Yeah, she's looking stunning. The leaves feel firm. She is quite pleased. Okay, I'm actually gonna climb up and grab at least the quinquenervia down because she has been in bloom. Okay, so we did indeed miss a lot of them. I think some of them are still open on here. Let's take a look. Oh, they're so cute, these blooms. Sorry, it's so dark out today and cloudy. Okay, so some of them are still open. They're these cute kind of like cream colored flowers. So that's adorable. So that one is like halfway done, but oh my gosh, all the flowers falling off. So that one is about halfway done blooming, but just as I was taking her down, I saw this. I did not even know that this was blooming, that this like second peduncle was open and blooming. I actually don't even know if I knew about this second peduncle. I knew about this one. So this quinquenervia has 3 active peduncles. This is the first time she's ever bloomed on me. So she's literally living her best life up in that south facing window. So I'm gonna get, those are still to come, which is exciting, but look at these. We can actually get a look at what like not dried off ones are looking like. Look at those. Gosh, I don't know. It's so hard to get in there because they're so tucked in. Oh, how cute. How precious. Oh, this is why I love Hoya, you guys. The blooms are just, oh, they brighten my day so much. I literally love these. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm gonna leave her down so that I can take some photos of those, or try to. They're kind of hard to see there. I don't really smell a strong scent on them either. All the rest of these plants up here, I think I've had down somewhat recently and shown y'all. So I'm not gonna bother taking them down again right now, but Esqueleto, Orange Marmalade, and then we have the Hoya, oh my gosh, what is that one called again? Kaimuki, and the Hoya camphorifolia. They're all doing great. Oh, and the Linearis, duh, can't forget about her. She's obviously looking stunning. Okay, I feel like I just have so much to update you on, but oh, I guess you saw this recently. You saw this recently in the last video. This is my Jose Bono. I guess I just need to show it again because I'm so thoroughly obsessed with this philodendron. If you're looking for a variegated philodendron, honestly, this is probably my favorite one. Like, yeah, she is just stunning. I guess I won't talk too much about it, but doing well. Okay, this is actually a really exciting update. So this is my Cebu Blue in the corner here, climbing. It used to be really tall. We did a chop and extend on this plant like months ago now, and so that chop and extend happened, and it was like kind of a traumatic chop and extend because I actually transferred the whole entire plant onto a new pole. I went from a smaller thickly pole to the Rousseau pole. So that was a thing. And then this plant got infested with scale, which is just so annoying, and I'm still treating scale on it. I got a lot of comments on one of my last videos telling me that you just like pick scale off. It's super easy to remove. And yes, it's true. You can just pick it off and that is how you remove it, but you still need to A, keep up on that, and B, also just treat the plant to prevent it. Like you can't just pick it off and then not do anything ever again. You might get lucky and have that be the case, but if you have an actual infestation, you have to be keeping up with treating the plant and with removing the scale. So it's not always just as simple as people might make it out to be. So I've been removing the scale and I've been treating this to hopefully just get it under control, and it's working. Like, it's definitely a lot better. Oh my god, there's an ant on there, and I literally thought it was a thrip. That was frightening. But anyways, long story short, this had the chop and extend, the traumatic chop and extend, and then it got scale, and she has just been doing rough since then. You can see she's not looking good. She's lost some leaves. She's definitely a little bit on the yellow side, and she had not grown. Like, I did not get a new leaf. I have not gotten a new leaf in months and months and months. So I was honestly getting kind of concerned about this plant because I don't have a backup or anything of this. This is like, I don't have an official, this is an Epipremnum no ID. So I think it's a variety of Cebu Blue, but not just like the regular run-of-the-mill Cebu Blue that's easy to get. Some people have suggested maybe it's like the Thai form, or I don't know, there's different forms, but long story short, it's not just like a run-of-the-mill Cebu Blue. It was like a special import one that was gifted to me by a plant friend, and it's just a special plant, and I'd be so sad to lose the whole thing. Anyways, I say all this to say that we are finally getting the first new leaf coming in. Oh my goodness, you guys, I was so excited when I saw growth happening on her. I can't even begin to tell you. So how cool is that? And it actually looks like we're getting, there's a fenestration right there if you can see. So it's really cool that she's not like 100% just gonna revert back to juvenile growth. It looks like we at least are gonna have one fenestration. So yeah, really, really excited to see that new leaf. I have this Sansi clip light on her, but I think I'm actually going to, I turned it down the other day, but I think I'm gonna turn it down one more notch. I just don't want her to get too blasted with light. I cannot believe how dark it is outside. I don't know if it's reading on camera, just like how it feels like it's like 9:00 p.m. right now, and it's literally like 11:45 a.m. Anyways, I need to speed this up here. So, okay, Philodendron Glorious. Oh my gosh, there's just so much to update. Okay, that's kind of dark, but it's just so dark outside right now. Thank goodness for this grow light. Do you see how dark this would be? Like, even next to a south-facing window, like, since we get such cloudy, overcast days here, like, there's essentially no light there. That's literally south-facing and west-facing, and this is just dark. Anyways, I'll sneak back here to talk about her. But yeah, Philodendron Glorious is essentially my golden child right now. It's just growing so well. It's looking so incredible, like giving me big, lush, pristine leaves. I'm in awe of it. And we have a massive new leaf coming in. It looks like it's gonna be huge, you guys. I cannot wait to see this. We extended the pole not even that long ago, and it honestly is almost at the top of that already. So this plant is just on turbo mode. She's growing like crazy, and yeah, she's just really in her glory days here. Philodendron Red Anderson is looking really good after the repot. We did that in the last video as well, and extended her pole, and yeah, she's looking gorgina. New leaf coming in here. Looks like it has some nice marbled variegation. Can't wait to see that. This plant is really growing on me. Like, she's giving some, look at that. Oh, she's giving some stunning leaves. I love, love, love her. Somebody was commenting on my last video that they don't like the growth pattern or like the way these type of philodendron grow, like the Red Anderson, Pink Princess, White Wizard, like that kind of family of philodendron. And I feel like I know what they mean because I don't really like the way that it grows either. Like, there's something, I think it's like the way that the leaves, the way that the petiole and the leaves meet, like it just makes it not, it's just very stiff and it doesn't lay nicely like something like this where the petiole just comes to the back and then the leaf is kind of like flat. Do you know what I mean? I don't know, but yeah, it's definitely not my favorite like type of growth or like type of leaf for philodendrons either, but I just think that it's worth it for the stunning colors that you get on this plant. So yeah, I'm not keen to really have any of the others like similar ones, but this one, like having one of them, if you're gonna have one of them, I guess is what I'm saying, I would highly consider the Red Anderson because it's just the best of both worlds. You get the dark green, you get the pink, you get the white, you even get like some minty variegation. It's just a very stunning plant. This is my majestic propagations that are making their comeback here. We have a new leaf. Doesn't look very good, but hanging on to hope. We'll see what happens with her in the future. She's taking a very, very long time to get established. And then of course my Polynera, looking stunning as always. Nothing to say except for I'm obsessed with her. Down here we have some of my new ones settling in. I moved my Albo, Monstera Albo. If you missed my unboxing, these are from a trade that I did. I'll link the unboxing, any videos that I've spoken about in this video, I'll link in the description box so you can go check them out. But if you did miss it, this is my brand new Monstera Albo and I'm obsessed with her. Variegation of my dreams, perfect, marbled, and she's just hanging out in water with the Hoya Coriaceae Silver. Another wish list plant there, so I'm just waiting for those two. Well, I'm actually not really waiting anymore, honestly. Those can probably be potted up anytime now. And then here are some of my other new ones from the trade. This is my Philodendron Patriciae. She's just getting settled in as well. And then my Philodendron Polypodioides that I was speaking about earlier. Oops, sorry, it's hard to film here. But yeah, looking literally stunning. And in the back is my Hoya Mini Bell Splash, which, oh my gosh, I cannot get over this Hoya. It's so gorgeous, so gorgeous. So yeah, those are all just acclimating there. They have been acclimating over the past week, and I'll be repotting them and moving them to more permanent spots sometime soon. Okay, here's a depressing update, but to be honest with you, I'm kind of just over it. My Monstera Aurea, she just plays with my heart. Whenever I feel like things are getting better, they go downhill. It's like a toxic relationship. Yeah, I have a constant browning issue with this plant. I cut it up, moved it to pon. It was doing really well for a while, and then the browning started again, so yep. This is what she's currently looking like. Super annoying. Ugh, it's so unfortunate because the variegation is just so good on this plant. We have a new leaf there. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. I guess I'll try silica next. I don't know. I'm just kind of running out of like motivation to figure this plant out because it just keeps disappointing me, but I am still gonna try to figure it out. If you successfully grow Monstera Aurea, tell me everything. Tell me like what you have it potted in, what your watering routine, what light, like literally everything. Tell me and I will be very grateful for that. Right here we have my Philodendron Splendid, who is also looking really good. He's not as large as the Glorious, which makes sense because the Glorious has been growing for longer than these cuttings have been, but this is really starting to look like something, y'all. Like, this is really just starting to look like a gorgeous plant. Look at this new leaf. Oh my goodness, he's on his comeback. He's on his comeback and I am so excited about it. This plant was my absolute baby before I had to cut him up. So yeah, I'm just so glad to see him thriving again. Like, look. Oh, I love just like the dark leaves on the Splendid. So pretty and such a fast growing philodendron. He really is once he gets going. Even like when he's small, like he will grow so fast. So yeah, he's doing amazing. Okay, we're gonna do Millsbow Tall Cabinet speed round. This cabinet is definitely very overcrowded as well, but the plants just look a little bit nicer than in the Millsbow Wide, so yeah, it's definitely looking just not as rough and not as infested either. So, oh, we actually finally, this has taken forever, and I don't know why that was. I don't know if y'all remember, I'm pretty sure it was like in the winter time when we cut up my philodendron, not even cut up, when we potted my philodendron gigas cuttings. So I restarted this plant. This is one of my all-time favorite philodendron. I love the dark leaves. And for some reason it just wouldn't grow. And I was kind of concerned. I'm like, what is going on with this plant? But recently it's actually started growing. Look at that. New leaf coming in, and it's given a couple new leaves. So that's really cool. We have tons of new growth on my Hoya leucantha that we potted recently. She's like going off somewhere down there. Tons of new leaves, putting out new vines. Oh, little pedunky dunk on my Hoya serpent that will probably literally never flower. What else? This dragon scale is getting out of control. I really need to pot that up soon. I don't know why it's taking me so long to do that. I just like to put things off. Y'all know this. Y'all know this. Lots of beautiful new growth on my variegated Polynura. Like, look at that. These new fresh leaves are so beautiful. I recently potted up in my like propagations in there as well, so probably should take that out of the cabinet soon because it's just getting way too, yeah, it's crazy in here right now. Like literally crazy. These roots are trying to make an escape. This is my baby Medium medium that we potted not long ago. Like wet sticks that I grew because I'm trying to restart this plant because my medium went to crap, and this is actually looking really good. Like, I'm very impressed. Look at that nice leaf on there. So yeah, I'm glad that that one's doing okay. This is my new Hoya pubicalix silver. What is this called? It's like pink ghost or something, or some sort of hybrid of that or something. But anyways, it's a silver pubicalix, and it's just like the prettiest thing I've ever seen in my life. So I'm keeping that well watered, and I'm just patiently waiting to see it shoot out a new vine. King of Spades needs help. I'm not really sure what's going on with this Anthurium, but it's not happy. It's not happy. The roots look good, but I don't know why the leaves aren't happy. Maybe it needs to be repotted, honestly. I kind of want to take it out of the cabinet. Is it gonna croak on me though? I don't know, but all I know is that the leaves are losing vibrancy and it doesn't look happy. But that's a problem for another day, honestly. As long as the roots look good, I'm like not too worried. Yeah, when the cabinets are this crowded, it's really hard to even show things in here, which is kind of why I just want to like just pare things down to have less plants in here because it's just way too cluttered. Okay, down on the lower level, things are definitely less cluttered, so I prefer this part of the cabinet. But we have my Alocasia Adora variegated right here, which is looking really good. It dried out a little bit too much before, so I've lost a couple leaves, but it's making a comeback, and I love the variegation on this one. My hoyas in the back are all doing pretty well. I'm getting massive leaves on the Biokensis. It did not grow like that for me before, so yeah, it's really living its best life right now. We also have the variegated Bertonier. Oh my gosh, it's growing. How cute. Oh, can you see? How cute. Look, it's putting out new leaves. I'm obsessed with that Hoya. It's definitely one of my favorite variegated Hoya, even though I've only had that for not very long. I'm obsessed with it already. Oh no, this Anthurium leaf. See, this is the problem, you guys, when things get crowded. Like, he has nowhere to... Oh no. Maybe I'll try to move this. Put it back here. Oh, he's blooming too. This is the Goliath Forgetii, which is definitely my favorite Cartel Dawn Anthurium. Yeah, I don't want to mess that up too much, but oh my gosh, it's like so stunning. This is an older leaf right here. Yeah, I love that. I also got a new leaf on my Anthurium Veitchii Super Narrow, which is, I think, the newest Anthurium to my collection. And I was kind of surprised to see this leaf because I really just like did not know. I couldn't see a lot of roots in here. I didn't really know what was going on. It was a fresh import that I got from North Shore Tropicals, and she had told me that they can be kind of hard to root and get going. So I was prepared to wait much longer for a new leaf, but I've already got one. And look at that, like, so cool. I cannot wait to see this plant get bigger. We have my Doriaki Silver Red Crystal Hybrid. I love this one as well. Down here is actually some of my favorite Anthurium. Like, yeah, this is stunning. The Goliath Forgetii is stunning. This has finally actually given me a nice leaf that I don't hate. This is a, gosh, what are you? Fort Sherman something? Oh yeah, Velvet Mask Fort Sherman, I think. Something else that's cool, I'm actually finally getting some growth on my Alocasia Olani. And I didn't really know this about this Alocasia because it just, I don't know, it never really was giving me, I thought they're spider mites, but I think it's just dirty. It never really was giving me new leaves before. Like, it would just kind of, I think I would let it dry out too much and it just wouldn't really, it would always die back, and I wasn't getting to the point where I was seeing any nice leaves come out. But now that I am seeing some nice leaves come out, I am finding out how beautiful and velvety this plant is. It's like velvety, you guys. Like, oh my goodness, it's stunning. It gets these beautiful ruffled edges, and it's velvety, and it has a really cool underside with purple veining. So really gorgeous alocasia. I don't see this in a lot of people's collections, so it's something that's kind of unique, and I'm really excited to just keep growing this out. I think that these can get pretty massive, so we'll see what happens. But yeah, I was just so impressed with this leaf. Aglaonema Silver Bay is chilling over here, looking absolutely stunning as usual. This plant, if I was to suggest to someone a plant that looked perfect at all times and needed minimal care and minimal light, I would suggest this one. It's literally a dream. Like, it demands nothing of me, and it looks so perfect. Like, it looks fake. It's just like, oh my gosh, I love it. So yeah, I have to give her the attention that she deserves and show her off, because she's just such a beauty and so easygoing. Okay, messy propagation station that's going to be getting moved out of here very soon. And then over here is definitely the nicest area of my planty areas right now, but I'm not going to be talking about this because the next video you're going to be getting, Monday's video, is actually focused on this shelf. I redid, well, not redid, but I reorganized and I cared for all the plants on here. We do repotting, we do pest treatment, we do reorganization, and I'm super happy with how it turned out. So stay tuned for that on Monday. I will just show you this new fried egg leaf though, because how can I not? Look at that. Stunning. All right, I hope that you guys enjoyed seeing all of the plants, seeing how they're doing, and like I said, we are gonna get our crap together soon with plant chores. I want to just bang out so much stuff, y'all don't even know. We're gonna be drinking multiple coffees a day here. Anyways, as always, I hope that you are all well. I hope that your plants are doing well. I appreciate you so much. Also, again, thank you so much to Helix for sponsoring today's video. Again, it is currently their 4th of July sale. You can get 30% off an Elite or Luxe mattress plus 2 free pillows, or you can get 25% off site-wide. So go check it out. Thank you so much, and I will see y'all soon. Bye.
Try